Hey guys, it's Vicki, the literal crafter in Western New York, and I recently learned about soaking flowers and weeds in a glycerin bath. And when I took them out, they were so resilient, I immediately thought of mono printing in the gel plate. So this is one piece. Let me try to get this backed onto the background here so you can see it. This is one piece of a larger, I'll call it flower. It's like a filler thing in a buffet. In a buffet. In a bouquet. So if you can picture, this was kind of round and full. And I stuck it in the glycerin bath like that. And then I put something heavy on top of the glycerin bath. So it kind of flattened out. But my point is, I didn't flatten this first. You don't have to. Then I just broke off a piece of it. And normally, if you were trying to work with this as a dried flower, it would just fall apart. But look how resilient that is. I'm going to do a mono print with this. So I've been printing and playing for a little while now. So I have a bunch, and I'm just, for this process video, just going to do a few. I do want to give credit where it's due. Please check out Impressions of Nature Prints on Instagram. That's where I learned using the flowers on the gel plate and then printing with them. And I mean, maybe this is widely accepted concept, but I'm kind of new to all this, so this was new to me. Please check out their Instagram and give them some love. This is not my process, it's theirs. I just got very intrigued with the idea of using glycerin-soaked flowers that aren't going to come apart on me. Okay, so I have that. I'm just going to clean off my glove a little bit so that I don't get my fabric. I'm going to do this one on fabric. I think that this is just pure linen. Didn't have quite enough paint, so it was a little bit tacky and pulled some of the flower. But boy, that's a beautiful print. Now I'm going to save this. I could print with this again. So earlier I printed with a bunch of them 3 and 4 times before they got kind of gloppy. But I'm going to save this because I can use this as a pressed flower. Like once that paint dries, I can throw this in a flower press, flatten it out, and use it. And it would just be a black silhouette of this flower. Okay, now I'm going to go on to this one. This has not been glycerin soaked. I took it out of the vase 4 or 5 days ago, and I can't believe it's still doing so well. But we're going to print with this one. This one I'm going to do on paper. So again, I just want to say this is not my process. I learned this by watching Impression of Nature Prints on Instagram. I don't even know if I'm doing their process right, to be honest. I'm just kind of going from memory. It's got a lot of paint on it. I'm not sure how great it's going to print. This is scrap wrapping paper that I'm using, and I'm going to use the kind of slippery side. If you're watching and you like, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel, please. And don't forget to check out Impression of Nature Prints. Not my Instagram channel, just what I'm doing right now is highly inspired by them. Okay, so I suspected I had too much paint, and I did, so it came out kind of blobby, but we're going to try that again. Without adding paint. I might even do the other side. I kind of like there's like a large graph paper on the other side. I do have some of these flowers that are going to go in a glycerin bath. This is the type of flower that the petals are likely to come apart on, and I'm hoping the glycerin bath will help. Whoop, pulled some more. Okay, but that's a better print than the first one. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to see if I can press that and use that as a silhouette. And now this is some kind of, I think, a construction paper here. So what do I want to do? I had a third flower here I wanted to do. I don't know where it went. So I used this earlier, and this is just like a little rosebud or a little flower bud. I'm going to use this again. Then, of course, I can use the prints on my backing paper as well. Oh, yeah, that came out really nice. I wonder if I can get a second print with that. Yep. Okay, so that's the whole process. I will show you what I made off camera, just so that you can get a feel. And my intention is that, I'm going to cut this and most likely use these as separate elements. So here the petals stuck, I left them on there. When the paint dries, I'll just brush them off. That was me dropping the brayer. We have a bunch of fabric. Oops. And again, separating these probably and using them as separate elements. I just played with all different kinds of fabric. I think some of this is cotton. There might be some muslin in there. There's some, I believe, what are polyester blends. This one was fun. If I had ironed it, I think it would have just come out great. But just to show you that you can do this on all different things. This is like stretchy blouse fabric. It's one of the best prints out of the whole thing. So these will make some fun elements on cards and journal pages. And there you have it. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you have a fantastic crafty day.